This is my favorite mug because I am easily distracted by books and dragons. Hey BookTube, it's Sheila. I've got my tea, I've got my chair. Let's have a chat. Let's take a few minutes and talk about Gork the Terrible, Gork the Teenage Dragon. So as you can tell from my mug, easily distracted by dragons and books, this incorporates both dragons and books. This is interesting. I might have some spoilers at the end, and I'll put a note up, but for now, I'm just going to talk about how this starts, because if you're going to read it, you're going to read how it starts, and you'll find out if you want to keep reading. So, Gork initially starts out on planet Earth. His parents are dead, unfortunately, and he's kind of running wild as a baby, just savage. He's competing with wolves for food. He's trying to find his own. He's hungry. He's hunting. He's the savage. That's how it starts, which is fine. You can believe that. It's a dragon hunting for food. That's fine. And then his grandfather, Dr. Terrible, comes and gets him in his spaceship. I did not expect that. In no way did I expect spacefaring dragons to be a thing. So I won't be reading this again. It could definitely be a laugh. It's funny, it's silly, it's really out there. It's just not quite my cup of tea. So the whole book takes place over about one day, and pretty much the whole time he's looking for this one dragon, because what teenage male isn't running after a female? I don't even know what to say without spoilers, because it's not like there was character development over a day. Admittedly, they talk about things that happened in the past, but the whole point of the book is that he doesn't really have character development. He's being himself, and that's either enough or not enough. It depends on how you look at it. But he's being himself, which is good, except that he seems to be a failure of a dragon, so not as good. Alright, so I guess I'm going to get to spoilers now, because again, I can't think of a whole lot to say about this book without just describing what happens. So like I said, Gork's trying to find his queen. He's trying to find someone to lay his eggs, because that's the whole point of today, is to have a male dragon present his crown to a female dragon, and then they go off in their spaceship and colonize another planet and take it over and have slaves. That is apparently what dragons do in space. And okay. I don't understand how their society survives to be able to colonize other planets and have the technological advances that they do, because killing each other is just part of their day. So many dragons die, and it's just fine, because they're all killing each other over basic instincts. And I mean, this particular day is happening at the academy because he's still a teenager. He has to graduate. And I don't know how they have normal dragons going to the academy if they're all screwing off and going to other planets. Who's coming back? I don't know who's coming back to go to this academy, because everyone's got their own planets. They even talk about how certain dragons conquer multiple planets. They even have a game called slave catching, where they go to random planets and see how many slaves they can catch. They have a varsity team. That means there are even more planets that they're going to and just conquering just because. Anyway, Gork almost dies so many times. So many times. The worst time, he's very nearly dead. He's so close to dead. Blood is coming out of his face. And then he gets stabbed in the heart, and that doesn't kill him. Nope. That makes it better. Better. Like I said, he's the lowest dragon. He's not very good. He's got tiny horns, and he harps on that through the whole book. Harps and harps and harps about his poor tiny horns. I mean, everyone else's are like 6 to 10 feet long, and he keeps describing them as baby carrots. So I get it. But oh my gosh. And then, of course, it's got a somewhat predictable ending. Somewhat. And don't get me started on the evolution machine. I'm not even going to get started on the evolution machine. Anyway, I am glad this doesn't seem to have a sequel. And I don't think I would read more from this world. It was interesting. It was silly. It was ludicrous. And I got sucked in by the fact that it was a book about a dragon. If you're picking up this book, don't set your hopes too high. Expect ridiculousness and silliness. And a lot of him saying his scaly green ass. Just every single page. I don't know if this was a good review or if it was a helpful review. But there you go. A ridiculous review for a ridiculous book. Well, BookTube, whatever you pick up, I hope you keep reading.